Good, happy Tuesday morning, March 1st, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. It's time to rise and shine and get this Tuesday off to a good start. So sit back, relax, grab that good cup of coffee, and enjoy this Tuesday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. So let's get started right now. First up, what to expect from President Biden's State of the Union speech. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with a Galaxy trade-in.
Even if my phone looks like this?
Dude! Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with the Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Washington now, and President Biden set to deliver his first State of the Union address tonight in the middle of an international crisis. Our chief White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega, has a preview for us. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hi, Robin. Good morning to you. Given the president's low poll numbers, this is not the speech his team wanted him to be giving to you tonight. Ukraine is definitely going to be a big part of the message. We're told that you're going to hear President Biden talk about these democratic values in the face of Russian aggression. You're going to hear him talk about leading allies in this united front coming together for these harsh sanctions against Moscow. You're going to hear also what he and his team believe they are trying to do right now to minimize the hit on people's wallets here at home. Robin, we say this all the time. States of the Union speeches are usually a time for the president to tick off their accomplishments for the past year. But right now, President Biden tonight finds himself giving this one, his first one, as a wartime speech, Robin.
But as you know, he also has to find a way to address the economic pain that we're feeling here at home. And he comes in with those historically low approval ratings that you were referring to.
Yeah, you're right. 37%, only 37% of people are happy with the job that he is doing right now. So inflation, how much people are paying for goods, that's going to be a major part of this speech tonight. He's going to walk this fine line, really, of highlighting the progress over the last year, but also he has to acknowledge how frustrated people are given this 40-year high inflation. He's going to ask Congress, we're told, to pass parts of what is in his now stalled Build Back Better plan. We're talking about things like paid family leave, but Robin, you know this, there's zero indication right now that he's got the votes to do this in Congress. COVID is also going to be another big one tonight. He's really going to try to talk about living with this new phase of the virus, and you're going to see that in real time. That chamber, it's expected to be full tonight. It wasn't last year. You're also, masks are also optional this year. Today's the first day masks are no longer required at this White House. But Robin, with these midterms just a few months away now, the stakes for President Biden could not be higher tonight.
That's true. All right, Cecilia, thank you as always. And you can see President Biden's State of the Union address tonight right here on ABC beginning at 9 Eastern. Well, hey there, GMA fan.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. What's next after Russian military's escalation? Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
In our military analyst, retired Marine Colonel Stephen Ganyard. And Stephen, you heard Ian say the battle is closing in. Putin is ordering in Chechens. He's ramping up the air attacks. This battle is clearly reaching a new phase.
Yeah, George, things are changing. The Russians are not caring anymore about civilian casualties. They have to do what they think they need to do, and that's going to include leveling civilian areas. So a big change from yesterday, where things were where the Russians were at least saying we're not going to target civilian areas, but now you look at that impact in the center of Kharkiv. That was a very deliberate action.
The West ramping up its pressure as well. You seem to have this battle between financial pressure from the West targeting Putin and his allies and his country, and the military pressure from Putin.
Yeah, and at this point, it's frankly, as James noted, it's Mr. Putin's future that's on the line here. So as the sanctions ramp up, there are two things that come into play here. Time. Both sides need time. The Russians need things to hurry up. They need to hurry up and take Kharkiv and to bring down the fall of the government. The Ukrainians need time. They need time for reinforcement so that all that NATO kit can come in and reinforce them. And they need time for the sanctions to work. So both sides need time, but in different ways.
Some talks on the Belarus border yesterday between Ukrainians and the Russians. Is that all a sideshow?
There was this hopeful part of that, George. It went on for 6 hours, so that was hopeful. At least they had something to talk about. On the other hand, it sure seems like Mr. Putin was just doing that so that he could rearm and re-equip. At this point, I just don't see a path to Russian victory, and Mr. Putin's future being on the line. The Ukrainian people surely have signaled that they will fight for years, and that's just something that neither Russia nor Putin can afford.
But can they fight for years, Steve?
I think it's going to be the rifle in the closet. The sentiment, the morale, the conviction of the Ukrainian people will carry them, and it may be years, and it may be horribly bloody, but at some point, Russia will have to go home.
Steve Ganyard, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fan.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Possible problems with Pfizer vaccine effectiveness. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
At JP Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours.
Now that the COVID crisis and a new study suggesting that the effectiveness of Pfizer's vaccine for children fell dramatically during the Omicron surge, especially among 5 to 11-year-olds. Stephanie Ramos joins us now with more on this. Good morning, Stephanie.
Robin, good morning. Pretty shocking news to most parents. The low-dose version of the Pfizer vaccine appears to be less effective in protecting young children. But researchers say in all COVID cases, the vaccine provided strong protection against serious illness. This morning, new data shows the Pfizer vaccine was less effective in kids than in teens and adults. The study shows that in New York State, at the height of the Omicron variant, the pediatric dose of the Pfizer vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11 was less effective than in teens and adults who got the full dose, providing minimal protection against infection a month after vaccination. Experts say these results could be because children 5 to 11 received a dose that is 1/3 the dose for children 12 and older, or because the study was done during the Omicron wave, when there were a tremendous amount of breakthrough infections in adults and children.
We have to be careful about not overinterpreting these results. They're a one-time point in one location. Overall, what we see is these vaccines are working incredibly well to protect kids from hospitalization and death, no matter what age group.
The vaccine still dramatically reducing the risk of hospitalization among children. The CDC telling ABC News Pfizer and Moderna's COVID-19 vaccines continue to offer high levels of protection against severe illness, hospitalization, and deaths in all age groups. This while many states are dropping mask mandates in schools. And while Oregon, Washington State, and California are dropping their mask mandate on March 12th, San Francisco Public Schools won't be among them, saying universal indoor mandates are part of our layered approach to reduce the spread of COVID-19.
It's hard to hear as a parent that we've worked hard, we've done what we could, and yet we're not aligning with what the Department of Public Health is saying again. And it's at the cost of the kids. So that's what's really disappointing.
More than 1 million students here in New York City will have to wait until Friday to learn whether the mayor will ditch the mask mandate next week.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our...
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we are going to switch gears now, and let's go into weather. Here's a look at the weather across the United States for this Tuesday. In Boston, 37 degrees. New York City, 48 degrees. Washington, D.C., 57 degrees. In Atlanta, 65 degrees. Jacksonville, Florida, 70 degrees. Tampa Bay, Florida, 77 degrees. In Miami, Florida, 77 degrees. In Dallas, 75 degrees. Phoenix, 84 degrees. Los Angeles, 86 degrees. Las Vegas, 79 degrees. And San Francisco, 63 degrees. That is a look at the weather across the United States for this Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And we are going to switch gears now. And today is Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras kicks off in New Orleans. Let's take a look at this video from ABC News.
Hey CoverGirls, introducing new Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. Stretch your lashes to new heights. Experience up to 60% longer looking lashes. Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. Get yours today from Easy Breezy Beautiful CoverGirl.
It is Fat Tuesday, and the party is back in the Big Easy after being canceled last year due to COVID. Janae Norman is down in New Orleans soaking up all that atmosphere for us. Good morning, Janae.
Good morning, Robin. You can feel the excitement in the air. These are some of the members of the Zulu Walking Warriors here behind me. They're getting ready to kick off the parade in just under an hour to get today's festivities started. This is a 180 from this time last year when dangerously high COVID rates prompted the mayor of New Orleans to cancel the parade. A huge economic blow for the city. Local officials say hotels last weekend were about 70 to 80% full. That is good news here in the Big Easy, but a far cry from 2019's record-breaking year when an estimated 19 million tourists generated about $10 billion. Fast forward 3 years, and New Orleans has some of the toughest COVID restrictions in the South with indoor mask mandates, proof of vaccination requirements or negative tests for anyone for indoor restaurants over the age of 5 or indoor spaces. That is all those precautions to prevent a repeat of Mardi Gras 2020, the country's first super spreader event of the pandemic. So smaller crowds, COVID restrictions, shorter parade routes, but all the feathers, beads, sequins you can dream of, Robin. And guys, as the 165-year event is back in most of its glory.
Hey, Janae, is it true that you're on vacation and you volunteered to do this report this morning?
You know, that is funny, Robin. If that's the rumor at work, yes. But no, I was shooting another story. But yeah, let's stick with that.
Oh, I got some bad
being honest right there. How about
that? Good. Have I taught you nothing?
Exactly my thoughts.
Take it easy.
That was great.
Well, hey there, GMA.
Okay, and there you go. Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday. Happy Fat Tuesday, everyone. And make Guy Fieri's Cajun Chicken Alfredo for your Mardi Gras feast. Let's take a look at the recipe right now.
Nina's got a lot of ideas for the future. And since anyone can create a free plan at Fidelity, Nina has a plan based on what matters most to her. And she can simply focus on right now. That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
And who better to help us than the host of Tournament of Champs on the Food Network and the mayor of Flavortown himself, Guy Fieri. Hey, Guy, thanks for being with us from Florida.
Well, you are having the whole Mardi Gras party right there in New York. I love it. So I'm leading the way here in Flavortown, Florida. So it's time to. This is one of my favorite Mardi Gras dishes, and I'm glad you guys are letting me cook it with you.
Okay, you got to get us cooking because she's smoking over here, literally.
I might have overdone something already, but I want to talk to you real quick.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, because it's blackened, right? So, I mean, this is a blackened dish. We're going to take, we're going to
It's okay that you're burning it.
Right, because that's where we're going. So what are we making this morning? Because I know it's your own spin on Mardi Gras.
Okay, so when I went to college at UNLV, this was a dish that I made in school, and it's a blackened Cajun chicken Alfredo. So you take what you love about the Italian side of it, the fieri, and make it a great Alfredo sauce, and then we make the blackened chicken. We throw in a little sun-dried tomato, and we're going to put the dish together. And right now, I'm just making a blackening spice, and if you don't want to make the blackening spice, I mean, there's so many great ones on the market, but granulated garlic and onion and thyme and oregano, black pepper, basil, you name it, everything that you'd like in a blackening spice, salt, and one of the main ingredients in the blackening spice that gives a lot of the color is the paprika, okay? So if you have it made, great. If you buy it, that's cool, and we're just going to throw it onto these chicken breasts or chicken thighs. Yep. But it is controlled burning, just so you know. You're calling it out the right way.
Thank you.
We are dusting this on here and going to put it into a hot pan and let it work.
All right, so ours we've now got our spices on there. They're in the hot pan. We just used about a tablespoon of oil in that hot pan. The chicken is going to sear for how long, Guy?
Well, depending on the size of the chicken, that's going to make a big difference. If it's really thick, then it's going to take a little bit longer. But here's one of the things I try to explain to people: don't feel that you have to finish this in that hot pan the entire time. You can get these once you get a good sear on them. You can just drop them right into the oven. But right there into that hot cast iron, all we're doing is just really blackening the spice. Okay. Now, while that's working, jump over to this side.
Okay.
Now we're going to get into making the Alfredo sauce. Now everybody has their style of Alfredo sauce. You guys with me on this?
Yep.
We're going to hit a little bit of oil, some garlic, but this is the real critical part here. Well, maybe a lot of garlic in that case. This is the critical part to make sure that we don't burn that garlic. We just want it to kind of get a little amber color.
Oh, shoot.
We're going to drop in a few sun-dried tomatoes that have been rehydrated in a little bit of oil.
Oh, boy.
Not too many. Nice little sweetness coming from that. And then right when that garlic gets to start to turn color on you before it burns, deglaze with a little white wine.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Now, while that's all working, are you with me so far?
We're with you. We're so with you. We are cooking up a storm,
It really
guys.
sounded confident that you were. Oh, so with you. So we're letting this cook down.
Okay.
And while that's cooking down, we're going to add in a little bit of heavy cream. Okay.
And it doesn't really matter,
a little bit of heavy cream.
I might have done the cream a little
earlier. If you want to reduce
earlier.
that heavy cream ahead of time, you can. And listen, there's some great things going on there with nut milk and all types of different alternatives. So if cream's not your thing, don't worry. What we're just trying to do is make a nice, creamy, velvety sauce. It's got the little flavor of that sun-dried tomato and the garlic and the white wine. And then you get the spice of the chicken.
And I'm going to show everybody what that's going to look like.
Blackening on that. Is that how your chicken looks right now?
Guy, I took the sauce and I went to the next step. Because we're running out of time, we're going to slice the chicken, right? The blackened chicken. And then put that in the sauce and then over your pasta, correct?
You are so on point with this. This is this is not Tournament of Champions where the chefs only have 30 minutes to make this gigantic meal that comes off of the randomizer, but it's close. It's close.
I know. And I just want to point out that this finished dish that I'm showing you, I don't know if my camera, look at that. I did not do that. That was done by Karen Pickus. But it's perfection. And Guy, this recipe smells delicious. We've got this guy eating it. Thumbs up. We thank you. Guys, scan the QR code on the screen to get these recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com. Guy, we love you. We'll see you hosting Tournament of Champs Sunday on Food Network. Always love having you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Rob.
Okay, and there you go. Looks yummy and delicious. And we're going to switch gears now, and let's go into some entertainment news. And in entertainment news, Britney Spears bears it all on steamy beach vacation with Sam. Let's take a look at the video from Entertainment Tonight.
Google Career Certificates provide online training for in-demand jobs. Train for jobs in IT support, project management, data analytics, user experience design, and more. Put your skills to work with a Google Career Certificate.
That's Britney Spears bearing it all. Like literally rocking nothing but her birthday suit. Brit goes fully nude in a series of pics and videos from her tropical beach vacation. And while she's the one rocking the birthday suit, the getaway is actually for her man, Sam Asghari's special day. He turns 28 later this month.
It's amazing. It's heaven from here on out.
Brit is flaunting it all for the camera, including 4 snaps posing in the clear waters, cleverly using diamond emojis as sensors.
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?
The singer also posted this video laying in the sand and splashing around. But don't worry, the birthday boy is also getting in on the fun. Sam shared this steamy video of him and Brit getting intimate in a pool.
I'm just living my life right now.
Now, the couple may be on vacation, but we know they work hard and play hard. Just last week, a source told ET the engaged pair is very career-focused right now, especially Sam, and adds that he's really pursuing all opportunities coming his way and wants to amp up his persona. They are both going so hard right now and putting in a lot of work and effort into all areas of their lives, both personally and professionally.
Main thing is to enjoy life and take one day at a time, and I try to live by that.
Of course, this follows Britt winning back her freedom in November, when a Los Angeles judge ruled to terminate the 13-year conservatorship that controlled the singer's life, career, and finances.
What's next for Britney, and this is the first time that this could be said for about a decade, is up to one person, Britney.
Turns out, Sam's been a major motivating factor in the Grammy winner's latest chapter. The source adds, Sam's drive and ambition is empowering. She is equally as motivated and career-driven as he is. That's their focus and the path they are on right now.
She's doing great. I'm great. It's the happiest time of our lives, and we're just enjoying it.
And Britt's allegedly getting back to work. First up, a book. According to multiple reports, the pop star has signed a $15 million tell-all book deal with Simon & Schuster.
I just want to be a happy person.
But careers aside, it seems the two are setting time aside to plan their dream wedding after getting engaged in September.
Look at that. You like it?
Yeah. Here's what Sam told ET in November.
You have to have some. Do you want a big wedding, a small one?
I want the biggest wedding in the world.
What kind of wedding do you want to have? What's your dream day?
You know, it's up to her. She's wearing the pants now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.